Guys, we haven't even recorded anything for about 4 days now. We've been having the best quality family time. This is like the ultimate free camp. We couldn't ask for anything more.
Oh, totally. It's got everything. It's like on this little cliff right next to the ocean. You've got green grass, you've got reception, it's free, but on top of that, the weather has just been absolutely outstanding. It's been clear skies, not a cloud in the bloody sky to be bloody seen, but the ocean is just flat. My God, like this is like, it's all you've ever want when you come to a free camp by the ocean.
The ocean itself, like just to look at it, it's so blue and look at the sky even. Like it's such a wonderful day. It's been really good for all of us just to reconnect again. Hey, we've had the kite out and we're just playing games and it's just been a great time.
Yeah, it's nothing better than being able to get outside and just enjoy the outside weather. And get the kids out there and just really enjoy the campsite, what it has to offer. It's stunning.
We've been sitting outside. We've just been really enjoying our time here. You know, we eat outside together and just have a beer by the water and just really take in the serenity of this place because it is fantastic. And I can't believe it. It's free. It's a free camp.
It's amazing, yeah. It's just outside Tumby Bay. So if you're looking for it, come and check it out. It's near Redcliffe. Highly recommend it. Like the weather is just outstanding. Like it couldn't have been any better for our stay. So check it out, guys. You won't be disappointed. Well, there you go. We're finally bloody out of here. I am well and truly over this bloody wind.
5 days.
5 days we've been copping it. In saying that, it has been a very productive 5 days. I must admit. Considering we've been sitting in the van that long, like that's probably the longest I think we've sat in the van for, like.
It's been a long time.
Like
since
a bloody long time. I think we've done we was at Exmouth. I think we did about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, but you were around the van. I was at the library.
That's right.
Yeah, so not like this. Last time we did this was probably Darwin, like up in the wet season, and it was literally like we couldn't do anything.
Literally couldn't go anywhere.
But we've been productive.
Yeah, very productive. So it's been nice to get on top of a few things, smash out a few edits on some new episodes, and just really catch up and get on top of everything, which is nice. It gives you peace of mind. So yeah, out of here. Weather hasn't got any better by any means. If anything, it got worse. Last night was probably the worst night we've had yet, I reckon, personally.
It affected sleep like really bad.
It was rocking the van hardcore.
It's like there was another set of parents behind a prison sheet getting up to no good down the other end of the caravan or something.
There's like 3 or 4 people just bloody rocking the side of the van.
Yeah, it was full on.
Because the wind changed total direction to what it's been doing, and it was like side on to the caravan, and that's the worst wind you can get, especially when it's up around nearly 50 kilometers an hour last night.
Yeah, that was the gust.
I think the gust was up to 46.6 or something. Like it was getting worse and worse and worse.
I hope you enjoyed the little segment before, just something a bit different, and stay tuned at the end too because there's some bloopers for it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of viewers will probably be asking, how'd you keep such a straight face? It took so many takes.
Yeah, it was funny.
It's hard for me to keep a straight face when you're having a bit of fun like that, and I think we did pretty bloody well.
If you go back and look at it when I'm pouring chips on a plate for Chris, his face, you can just see he's like.
I was holding in so bad.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a shitty situation, and have some fun with it.
Yeah, make the most of it.
Don't sit around and mope and whinge about it. Like there's always a positive in every negative. I've always said.
We live on the road full time and get to travel. There's our positive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, you can't complain about it. We're just having a bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
The weather is average, but it is what it is. Like we're not, saying stuff it.
You're being a Debbie Downer now.
No, I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm just telling you that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We don't really care.
No. All right. So we'll tune in when we're on the road and give you an idea of where we're off to, or at least when we get there, I think.
Yeah. I feel like I might put you guys outside and see how much fun I have packing the van up. This wind is next level this morning, so I think it could be quite entertaining and interesting.
You don't have much to pack up though.
No. I think it's still going to be fun.
Enjoy, guys.
If this is an indicator to go off, this is the water, the salt and the rain and the wind pushing it. You can see how hard the wind's pushing because of the droplets on the back window. They're literally like side on. look at that windshield. It's so cloudy with salt. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's next level. So much salt. And this is why a lot of people whinge about being on the beach when it's windy. It's not only just sand, but it's the salt that comes off the ocean. And it's not good for cars or caravans. It just eats away at it. Gonna be going to a car wash near me soon. Well, we've just made it to our new location. And I can tell you right now, the wind is so much bloody better. Holy hell. It's nice not for it just to be smashing the side of the van, and we can actually open nearly all the windows. Nearly every window is open right now, and we haven't been able to do that for 5 days, which is just incredibly insane. But we've just made it to Cowell. It's a big reason why we have stopped here. It was a good length to go for a drive from where we were at Tumby Bay to here. Have a look at a few things along the way, but it's just that there is a lot of places to stop that we've been recommended and told about, but it's so windy down there. It's just such a shame because there's so many free camps and just, you know, camp spots right the way along that coastline, which is amazing. But again, you just can't pick it because it's bloody Mother Nature. It is what it is. So we've got to Cowell. Another big reason why we're here is because we're coming for the post. We're getting quite a few things sent out to us here. This was our next location for it. So very excited about a few big things coming to here in the next couple of days. So stay tuned for that because we'll show you a few things as they come in. But yeah, we've actually just pulled up at, what is it, like a, what would you call it?
An RV park.
It's an RV park, there you go. So I think it's $10 a night. It's a donation. You can put in a little envelope they got out the front there and put it in the letterbox style thing out the front. But for $10 a night, it's not bloody bad at all. It's a bit of a gravel.
$50 a week.
What is it?
$50 a week.
$50 a week. There you go. Even bloody better. How good's that? So that's a hot tip right there. $50 a week. I love that. You got to be self-contained. You can drop your grey water out onto some of the plants around here. Other than that, there is water here to fill up for free. So we've done that before we pulled in, which is really handy. They've got bins, which is awesome. There's plenty of them. It's quite well maintained, to be honest. Like, it's a bit of a gravel pit, but you got all the essentials. You got everything you bloody need for $10 a night. Not damn bad at all.
I'm here. I'm just on the computer, as always.
As you can hear, she's in the background, just giving me the hot little tips along the way.
I'm just listening.
Yeah, just finishing off the last few little things for an edit there. And the kids are just chilling out again because they have had 4 or 5 days of just relaxing. So hopefully this could be a new thing going forward. I just realised how to switch off, go nice and relaxed, and just, I don't know, not be 100 miles an hour like we always normally are. So the big blue tower, as you come in, that's where you can grab some water, and at the very top of it, I was lucky someone was there to tell me, but the lid opens up and there's like 1,000 plus of these inside. So this is basically your permit. You write out all your details. You got your name, registration, date, all that sort of stuff. Then obviously how much you're going to stay. I believe that goes onto your dashboard of the car so people know that you've paid. And then the little yellow envelope will go into the same blue tower. But there's like a little pigeonhole that goes in there. And that's where all the donations go into. So there you go. Hot tip. Blue tower as you come into the camp. You can get your water and your permits. And that's how you pay too. Oh, out for a bit of a drive today. I can tell you right now, I am well and truly very, very impressed with the weather. Today is just incredible, absolutely incredible. Yesterday, we had a bit of wind. It was far better than where we were at Tumby Bay, 110%. We've been for a bit of a drive this morning. We've been out to Lucky Bay. To be honest, there's really not much out there. It seems like an old fishing town with not much to offer. There is a campground there, but I tell you what, you'd be lucky to fit in 2 vans. It was tiny. I was going to get out and film it and show you guys, but as we pulled up, we must have had about 5 or 6 huge marsh flies just hanging around the car, and I was like, I'm not getting out. There's no way in hell I'm getting out to go and just film 5 seconds and get smashed by those big black things. We've actually, if you've just seen it in the background there, we've got the big silo. I've seen this one everywhere. This is like the famous silo that everybody seems to take photos in front of. So we've just got our little shot, which I'll put in here now. So you got to do it while you're here, right? That's the touristy thing to do. But I might even get the drone up and do a bit of fun stuff with that. But yeah, at the moment we're just sort of just hanging around and waiting for post stuff to come. We're planning to be in Adelaide in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So some people are probably going to say, why are you moving so fast? Why are you punching out the kilometres, this, that and everything else? The answer to that is we're going to be in Adelaide for a little while because we're catching up with a few friends that we haven't seen for a long time, catching up with a few brands that we work with, so we can actually meet them in person, which is incredible. It's one thing to work with people online and over the phone and stuff, but to actually meet them in person, that's what we're all about. So to have those opportunities to be able to catch up with them is awesome. But also too, there's just a ton of stuff around there as well. And saying that, we only have a couple of months until we have to be back in Queensland anyway. So by getting over to Adelaide, there's quite a fair bit there. We can get a few things done on the car that need to be done, like a service. Not to mention that we will be coming back around this way. So as much as we might be smashing it out and not doing much, we will be back. And it's kind of a good recon sort of trip now to sort of figure out where we want to go, check out places so we know that we can come back and we know what we're in for. And just make it a lot easier for next time around. So the kids have been cooped up in the caravan for the last 4 or 5 days, not being able to do too much. I said last night, I'm making a point of today to get out of the caravan and go and do some stuff, because that's what we do, that's what we love doing. And considering the weather is like so bloody good right now, it's every excuse to get out and go and start having a look around. So this is where we're at right now. So this is literally, I was just talking about marsh flies and there's one already trying to attack me. They're everywhere, it's ridiculous. So the silo's there in the background and you literally, there's car park here and then you got the playground.
You missed the best bit.
What happened?
We all went on the, what's it called? Seesaw.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
I was trying to play a game of charades with you then. I was like, what are you talking about? Well, you gonna go down the slide?
No.
Come down the slide.
No.
I'll give you a big hug. Whatever, Dad. I'm ignoring that. Yay! Good job.
Dad. Hang on.
Very serious game of noughts and crosses.
Yes.
Can I just mention that Sean got up this morning and obviously clearly didn't realise what way her pants are on. They're inside out.
Because I need to get changed. Thanks.
Oh, so funny. We were over near the silos and she's walked off to go and get a photo with the camera, and as she was walking away I could see the little tag hanging out and I was like, oh, tuck your tag in. And she turned around and said they're actually inside out. You got a wet bum.
Oh.
You did it.
No, I didn't mean to. You did well. Jada, can you run?
I'm gonna come on with you, Dad. Or maybe Jack should come on with you.
Where'd you go, babe? You disappeared for a couple of minutes. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Mum.
You right? I think somebody went and changed their pants over. Oh geez, those pants look good.
Oh, they look really good.
They look bloody amazing.
I don't even mind you seeing my whole butt. Much better.
We're back on the right way.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good to go for the day.
Not so special now.
There you go, mister.
You want to go see some tractors? Tractors, yeah.
We're going to go get in the car first and drive there.
Tractor.
Tuesday. What did you do?
Yay, tractor. So I've just got to the agricultural museum. Geez, I'm getting better at this now. I've said it so many times now. But we've just quickly, we like to show a few of these things, and it's basically parenting 101.
Well, it's reality as
It's
well.
the reality of it too.
We went to the playground before. I'll fill it in, yeah? Yeah, because he gets quite passionate. We went to the playground before and Jada was barefoot and I was like, oh yeah, because we're on the playground. Jack was running around as well. Anyway, we've just got to the next spot. She got out of the car and she's barefoot. And I said, oh, where's your shoes? She said, I haven't got them. They're back at the caravan. I said, Jada, you need your shoes. This has been an ongoing discussion for like the 2 years of our travel in a sense.
A long time.
And so I've just said to her, I'm sorry, you can't walk around here because there might be glass, there might be something that can hurt your feet. You need to stay at the office, which is on concrete, and sit there. So she's in our sight the whole time, but if you're wondering why she's not standing right next to us, that's why. We're actually disciplining her at the moment. And I think that's a good thing. Discipline is a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. There needs to be some sort of discipline, structure, and there's got to be rules in place. Because what if you walked around, you cut your foot on some broken glass, or there was a bit of old steel, like anything could go wrong. And it's as simple as just remembering to get your shoes. And it's like a skill too, to be able to teach and just drum into them. So in
the great scheme of things, it's only a few tractors and cars. You know, she hasn't actually missed out on much, but to her, it's the thought.
Yeah. It guts her, but that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
It'll hopefully teach her to remember next time. So just a little discipline thing that we do, and we like to keep on top of, because if you let those things slide, it gets hard. It gets hard because you've got to continue to do it and do it harder.
Especially when you're together 24/7.
Oh, 100%. That's when we get pushed to the boundaries quite a fair bit, because you're always in each other's pockets.
By both of them.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But there's got to be structure and a bit of discipline. So just thought we'd show you that and give you a bit of an insight to that and how we run. But
in case you're wondering where Jada is.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Jeez, how's that for a bloody seat? That is wild. I wouldn't think you'd feel too good after that on a 10-hour day. Well, this is cool because this reminds me of when we went out to Chiligo. There's an old bloke out there that's got a huge collection of old school cars, and they got all the signs and what they are. It's exactly what they got going on here. It's a 1926 Chev, 1934 V8 Ford. That's cool. Very cool.
Where do you put your legs?
They just dangle. Oh, that's even worse than the last one. That's just like solid steel.
Yeah.
That would be rough.
With nothing to put your legs on either, just chew in the back of you.
Geez, you'd be sore after a day's work, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Turn. Oh, it's a bit hard.
Oh, a big one.
Yeah, this is a big one. You gonna steer it? Change your gears? Whoa.
Dad.
You drive it? You drive the tractor? How cool is that? If only it was working, I reckon you'd have a field day. We've just made it to Kimba. So we've been out of Cowell the last couple of days, just hibernating basically, because there wasn't too much out there to go and see, which was unfortunate, but I must say the weather has been a lot bloody better, like by far a lot better. But then obviously being stuck in Cowell, not having much to do, we thought bugger it, we'll come up to Kimba. It's only an hour drive inland. That means that the weather's going to be hopefully better, not as much wind, not that it has been, but then there's a lot more things out here to do as well. So this one being one of them, the big galah, that's pretty cool. I've seen that so many times now, and it's cool to be here and get a photo with it. But there's actually quite a fair bit in town, so I will run through a few things at some point about where we're going to go and what we're going to do. There is silo art as well that we can go and check out, which we've been pretty keen on checking out when we can. We haven't seen too much of it, but we were out at Woodner. They had something out there, but we didn't see it, unfortunately. Bloody trucks everywhere out here. Another one coming. But this is the halfway point across Australia that we just found out before, which is pretty cool. So I'm keen to go in there and check out some souvenir gear and try and get something for my hat and maybe a couple of stickers. But yeah, we just spend the afternoon kicking around, having a look at a few things, and then I think tomorrow we might hook into a few more. I'd say probably 2, maybe 3 days we might be here and check out a few things. But yeah, we'll take along for the ride as usual and show you what's around town.
Our names are Bob and candy. We may appear friendly, but beware we bite. So don't put your fingers near Jack.
Ooh.
No fingers near Jack. They've probably been taken out by a grain truck and saved, and if they weren't saved, they wouldn't have lived.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
That sounds so horrible, but if you've driven through this area, you'll understand that the glass are everywhere, and the amount of times you just go through carnage and there's 5 or 6 of them just splattered on the road. It's horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't until we started driving through Woodner and around those areas that we realised where all these big silos are. They get a huge gut full of grain, and they eat their absolute body weight in grain, which means that they can't fly properly. And you'll find that certain areas there, you'll be driving along and then they'll be scattered everywhere. It's like a really sad sight to see, because a lot of them are deceased and some of them are injured, and then there's other ones just hanging around watching, and it's not very nice, but it just goes to show the reality of this mass production of stuff.
That had a broken wing like up in here, and the vet basically said there's nothing that's going to get done for this guy because it's too technical to operate and fix him for a wildlife bird. They don't do very well in captivity. I was like, oh, I don't like this. Like,
yeah, it's really sad, but it's a part of the reality of, I guess, what goes on around here and stuff. But yeah, it's a real shame. Kind of cool though, because I almost want to ask to see if these guys are from that situation, because this is what I feel like could happen, and you could help them and do things, but you can't always save everyone, can you?
I reckon if I lived here, we'd have a very, very big galah cage.
It'd be massive.
It'd be like, we live in the cage and the glass would have a house. There's so many of them.
Well, this is pretty bloody cool. They got their own little viewing point, everything you can come up and have a quick look at. It's got some information and stuff. This was built in 1964. The height of it is 24.7 meters. 12 cells with 23,800 ton capacity. That's big. Total site capacity 176,900 tons. That's of wheat. So these big silos hold that much wheat. That's how much there is, all in that. And there's another one way over there. Like, these are all scattered through Woodner, obviously through Kimba, and all through the inland tracts there. And it's crazy to think how much wheat they must grow, produce, harvest, like the whole lot, and they put them into these massive silos. But I really like how they do the artwork. It just, I don't know, it gives it a bit more character, a bit more, I don't know, something to look at. Apparently I was hearing there was something about 200 litres of paint to do that. Just insane, absolutely insane. Definitely going to try and see some more of these, because I reckon that's bloody incredible. So much work goes into that. Very cool.
Well, there you have it.
Halfway point. How good's that?
It's geographically halfway across Australia.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool because we've gone across from Brisbane, across the top half.
Yeah.
And now we're officially down through the bottom half.
We're halfway back again.
Yeah, that's insane.
We missed the most westerly point because we didn't do the Shark Bay area, but we did do Cape York, which is most northern of Queensland. And now this is the halfway mark.
Yeah.
What's next? Got to do most easterly, which the crazy thing was right near our home. We could have gone at any time, but we will get there.
Oh, well, it's a good excuse to go back home and tick that one off the list too.
Yeah.
So.
But it's not much here. I mean, it's really just a sign on the side of the road to get your picture and say you did it. So
yeah. There's not much involved, but it's that touristy thing. You gotta go. You gotta go get the photo. You gotta go get the video. That's what it's all about.
But it's a cool town, and there's a lot to do around the town.
Oh, so, definitely. Yeah.
Anyway.
Happy days.
Onwards to the next one.
Let's do it. What have you found, mate? I trust you to find the only thing with wheels in the whole place. Look at this. How cool is that? Yeah, fan. Well done. Good boy. Big reason why that tractor is there is because this is the museum. It says Kimba and Gawler Ranges.
Open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 till 2:30. $5 per adult.
Oh yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's strange, isn't it, with these little country towns that they have certain days that they do things, and it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is like odd. And then other ones are like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's Saturday.
Yeah. And then
so we've really missed the opportunity.
But like you'd think on a weekend, that's when everything would be raging and going on with like tourists. And I don't know. It's weird. I've noticed that across quite a few little country towns like this. They got their strange little days they do things. This is where you get the raw info and the raw sort of side of a town and what it's about and why it was made and why they're even here. Like it's just interesting because there's a lot that's happened over hundreds of years. So, and it's all there. It's all documented. All these cool things that they used to use way back when. It's interesting. Not everyone's into the history and stuff. I never thought I'd be that person, but since being travelling Australia, we've definitely become that side of things. So we're going to jump back in the car again, and we're going to go check out another thing. There's a couple of sculptures about 3 k's out of town. Not sure what the remnants or info about it yet, but it's a big reason why we're going out there to check it out. So chuck the kids in the car and we'll get on the road and have a look. Jack, what do you got? Show me what you got.
Drugs.
Bloody meltdown.
So I kind of had a brief reading about these statues and what they're about, and there was Edward John Eyre that explored through this area in 1800s, and there were shortages of wheat, shortages of food, shortages of water. They ended up losing most of their horses. They lost a lot of the men they travelled with. They got help from Aboriginals just to be able to get through the land, and luckily there was a whaling boat nearby that was able to pick up part of the crew. But these statues here are for them, like those explorers basically, and what they went through back then trying to figure out this land.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah. You play with them for now.
Hey Jack, ready?
We're having a meltdown over the toys. We couldn't leave the car without him bringing every single one with him. And then we settled for 3, and he's got here now, and he doesn't want to play with them until he gets more. Reality of kids, eh? Never a dull moment. These things are very cool though. You imagine being at steelwork and someone just came up to you and said, hey, can you make some really cool statues? And I want them to look kind of like this. There's some imagination that goes into that. It just looks like old leftover offcuts of steel. And they've totally made something out of it that resembles two men. Very cool.
Can I see him, Jack? Ooh. Come around here. Hold my hand. I'll help you down.
Good boy.
He's like, what are all these creatures looking at me? Come down.
He's very threatened about now.
Yeah, he's cornered.
Bobtail.
Yeah, bobtail. Well done.
Oh, what?
Bobtail lizard.
What?
Wow.
Mama, what? Hey, mate.
No, he's brown.
Oh, no. Brown?
He's a brown lizard.
Yes. Named a bobtail. Oh, I think.
So just where those statues are, just down the bottom, there's a little sign saying cave walk, 100 metres. So it's not far at all, but then, well, you can probably see the heads of the statues just up there. It's just down on that bottom side, and there's 2 big caves here, which is pretty cool. Well, that goes a long way in, isn't it? That's pretty cool.
There's also another entrance here.
Yeah, wow. Oh, well, there you go. One thing I don't miss about inland is bloody flies. I haven't had them this thick for it's probably been about a month now. It's been pretty hectic. It's definitely warmer. There's still a bit of wind, which I'm glad about. Otherwise it'd be damn hot, I'll tell you that. But yeah, those flies, wow.
So the only thing you want to do. So we're at the Lake Gilles Conservation Park, and we just come in, had a bit of a look around, and then Jade has written in the guest book, like the most recent one in here. Show you. Big Oz Explorers was here, Christian, Jada and Jack, 13th of March 2022, Brisbane. So she's just done that. And then I was like, oh my God, there's all these old books in here. Let's have a look through. And the oldest one is from 2005. So, like, he's had better days. Look at it.
I was going to say, it's done well to even still be here and looked after, and all the rain and everything, all the weather.
But I've just been reading a few of these comments. There was one, oh look, it actually opened it again. Very scenic with water. First visit since 1936 by push bike. And then there's like lots of locals from Woodnar and like Victor Harbour, just places around. There was a few people in here. There was a portion that I started to read, and it said that they'd had like the most rain here in so long, and it was a real pleasure to see it at such a height. And then there was other people that said it's nice to see the rain washed away the hoon mark. So obviously once upon a time you could drive out here and do donuts and things. But yeah, these are all comments from like 2007, 2008. But like, what a cool spot.
It is
it
actually,
really is stunning.
Yeah, it's definitely nothing what we expected, that's for sure. I was expecting some sort of big salt lake like you'd expect a salt lake to be, but this is just like a huge, big freshwater lake.
Kids have had a ball. They just enjoyed hanging down by the water and playing with the like mud/sand.
Yeah.
I'm making cookies.
Cookies. They might be a bit sandy.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together. To go on together.
So it's not a bad little drive in. I must admit, Sean was just saying on the way in too, all the conservation parks and the national parks that we've been to in SA so far, I can safely say at this point in time that they are actually some of the best roads we've done.
SA roads in general.
In general, yeah. Like this, we've been to a lot
really
of
looked after.
we've been to a lot of national parks across Australia so far, and I tell you what, I was at the point where 99.9% of them they're not maintained. They're horrible. They're rough. They're corrugated.
Yeah.
You just know you're going to be in for a pretty average time. But then since being down here in SA, like it's been so nice. It's been actually a pleasure to have some nice roads to drive on. But the drive in, drive conditions are really good. It's not too far. I think it was only a couple of kilometres off the bitumen. So
yeah, probably like 2, maybe 3.
yeah, it's not far at all.
On a perfect dirt road.
Yeah, on a perfect dirt road. And then you basically just run straight into this part here. So this is, how many kilometres do you reckon it was?
What, to get here?
Oh, about 30 kilometres, wasn't it?
18 kilometres out of town.
Oh, I said more on my GPS when I was looking at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was
We'll
like
put it down the
27.
bottom, whatever it is. I'm trying to hide under your hat because
Yeah,
you're
but
like
then I can't
facing
see
into
you.
the sun.
Look at you.
Yeah, you'll be able to see me. I'll be shaded, the same as your
Unbelievable.
face.
How was that? You slapped yourself in the face?
No, it's my sunglasses. But yeah, it's not far to come from town. It's not far in on a dirt road, and the walk, I would call this about 100 metres.
That'd be almost 100 metres.
Yeah. Not 40, not 50, 100.
You can probably see the car in the background up there, but yeah, it's not far at all. It's nice to come down and check it out. There were some people down here just earlier having to walk around and have a look. So yeah, it seems like a bit of a spot to come out and check out.
Today at the moment is the day where fuel prices have gone up so much. Fuel prices have gone up so much that I think it's $3 on the Nullarbor at the moment. It was
Yeah.
$2.20 in town. We're hearing reports of it going up to $2.50. So
Yeah,
if this
well,
continues, maybe less people will come and see this. So I'm glad we recorded it. But
yeah, well, that's going to be the flip side of it now. There's a lot of people on the road that are only meant to be on the road for so long, and they've got budgets and stuff. So Yeah, I feel sorry for people on that boat. It's going to affect us big time too, because
V8.
we've basically doubled what we normally
Yeah.
put in. We're putting in anywhere from like $100, and that's doubled straight away up to $200 a bloody tank now. So
It's full on.
yeah, good times, eh? Fun times. But anyway, it is what it is. We're just gonna have to plan to do things a little bit better and yeah, see how things go.
Turn the car off and save fuel and stuff where we can.
Oh yeah.
So behind me you'll notice is the caravan. We're actually at the Kimba recreational reserve. So this whole area is by donation and the town has put it together. It's a really, really RV friendly town. There is bins, there's waters, there's toilets, there's everything you can imagine just for a donation, and the setup is just fantastic. So what I wanted to do is take you for a quick walk over and show you where the toilet blocks are and what they look like. I'm also going to show you the playground area and the camp kitchen. Keep in mind while you're seeing all of this as well, this is a donation facility, so you just put down a donation. How crazy is that? So the other thing that they've got here is the playground. I think I mentioned that before. We always refer to a playground as a PG now because it's the only way we can say it without Jack knowing what we're talking about. But yeah, they've got a pretty good playground facility here. Keep in mind too, in town there's also another playground as well, the Lions Apex Park, which also has a jumping pillow, but if you don't want to drive into town, there's this one which is actually at the camping facility. So there's one more thing I want to show you here as well. They've also got a camp kitchen and they've also got what's called the men's shed. So the men's shed is a place where there's a heap of tools. You can get involved in community projects where they do things for the town. I think it was Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday it was open to come in and use as you please, but otherwise there's certain projects going on that you can be a part of, so that's something to keep in mind. And the camp kitchen is always open and free for everyone to use. Okay, so finally I just want to show you this camp kitchen area. It is fantastic. So Jada has found some friends. They're just sitting down behind me here doing some colouring. But seriously, there is like nothing that they don't have. This is one of your favourite things lately, hey?
Books. This one will be good for Jack.
What is it?
Chuckles
Chunky's numbers.
Chunkles.
Chunkies.
This one.
Oh yeah. Will you be able to have a go at them? Everywhere we go, Jada's always looking for the book swap, and what I've been doing lately, I go to Kmart and I get a handful of books at like $8 a book or something, and she'll read through all of those. Then once she's read them, she ends up coming here and she looks for other books, and she'll leave one of the books that she read and pick up a different one and take that with her, and we've ended up with swapping a few around. Hey, definitely if you see little book swaps, have a look. Like, it's really good for the kids. It just gives you a bit of variety, because when you're in the van all the time you just see the same thing, you know, so this is something new and different. So I think that the men's shed is actually closed today. I can hear people in there, but nothing's open, so I don't really want to just go walk in. But I do know that it is open a few days a week. I'm pretty sure it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you can just go in. But otherwise, if they're doing community projects, you can join in and be a part of that and help do something for the community too. So that's pretty cool. I reckon that's a cool feature. 3, 4, 5 nights. 5 nights, 6 days.
Well, good morning.
Hi.
First of all, sorry we haven't shown you too much of this place. We've really just been laying low, getting things done, and just really enjoying our location. But I hope that the drone footage is enough to show you how epic this spot is, and I cannot recommend it anymore because it is stunning.
This might sound like a big call. This is my favourite camp in SA so far.
Well, that's
better than Kalubi, better than absolutely anything else so far. This is my favourite.
Well, I think that speaks for itself. That's
it's
huge.
So good, and it's not even weather related. It's to do with the way the water comes in. There's no dirt. The wind over the back of the hill gets blocked. Like, the so many things.
Sunset.
The sunset, sunrise,
the moon.
The position of the sun.
It's just been a really good. Everything's been ticked each day.
Dolphins every day.
Dolphins, yeah.
There's razorfish just there. Like,
there's a lot.
You can't go wrong.
It is pretty good, and the best part is it's free. You just pull up and stay as long as you bloody want.
Best camping
so good.
in the SA.
Yeah, well there you go. We're calling it so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen the other 2 peninsulas, but that's okay. We'll get there.
In the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 days, killer. So we're off this morning. We're going off to Port Augusta. We got so much mail turning up just from things that we've had planned to come over the last few weeks or few months, and yeah, it's hard to sort of pinpoint where you're going to be and how long you're going to be there for, because most of the stuff that's coming is going to be there within a week period. So we're kind of delaying to get there, so everything slowly gets there before we get there. I think I said, does that make any sense? So yeah, that's the plan. Today we're going to go up there this morning. There's another little free camp somewhere that we've just found that we might go and suss out, depending on how it is and how good it is.
It's not free, it's $8 a night.
Oh,
so like
sorry.
A sports club.
A very cheap site.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go and check that out, suss it out, see what's going on. Worst case, we might even pull into a caravan park and just do some bulk washing. So yeah, we'll get packed up, we'll hook the car up, and we'll get the hell out of here and show you where we end up in the next one.
It's crazy, there's like nothing here, but I'm sad to leave.
Yeah, I know.
It's just such a good spot.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a really good spot. We'll rave about this for some time. As you can tell, we're already very happy about it so far.
If in case you're wondering as well, like, where's all your content from this spot and where's all your content from the last couple of spots? It happened all so quickly. We've just put like a little montage together that you would have just seen.
Yeah.
We've kind of just been head down, bum up. We've got a new website that was launching at the beginning of April. This will be out after that, so the website exists now if you want to go check it out. We've been just head down, bum up doing episodes, we've been doing Q&As, we've been doing all this stuff, so we've just literally focused on that, and then the time that we've had off the camera, we've just enjoyed the kids and the family and where we are.
Just a bit of downtime, but yeah, a very productive downtime for us.
And using our time in a different way.
Yeah.
But back to normal now, so you'll see everything and
yeah, going to be straight back to ripping into everything and filming as normal. But hopefully for everything that we have been doing and going to do over the next couple of months, everything that's going to happen over the next couple of months, is going to, the whole reason that's happening is so to bring us a bit more real time, bring things up to more current events and places where we're actually at, and you get to see like the week or two after we're there. 2
weeks behind, and just sit at 2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
And if that means that we have so much content one week that you get 3 episodes one week, then so be it. That's fine. We want to stay 2 weeks behind, so we're current.
We've got so much content, it's not even funny. So for us to put out a double or a triple episode a week, it's not even unrealistic. Like, that's where we're at. Like, we've got that much to go. It's ridiculous. So yeah, good positive for you guys. I know a lot of people were like,
enjoy the doubles and triples and feature length.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying, we're bloody caught up now, we've watched every single episode, now we're going to wait week to week for your episodes to come out. And I've told a few of them now just to wait, because things are going to start ramping up very soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. There's bulk content coming your way, and yeah, we're going to be far more current than what we are now, which I'm really, really looking forward to. It has really been an absolute stunning stay, and I'd highly recommend staying here because
I can't take you seriously.
Come on.
Sorry. Wow, we have come to the most amazing free camp. This is stunning.
Can we start that again? Because I'm like staring into the camera.
Are you? Without thinking. Okay.
This is what everybody dreams of when you have a free camp.
Yeah.
Highly recommend coming out here and checking it out because I tell you what, it is absolutely amazing.
I just wanted to roll away. It is a free camp and it's just south of some Tumby.
There's been not a single bit of wind. It's been amazing.
It's like such a great location.
Yeah, highly recommend it. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be hard. So anyway, yeah, the big blue tower as you came in.
So hi YouTube.
Hi, Chippy.
Chippy.
Is this that and everything else? Oh my god, excuse me. Don't quote me on it, I'll tell you when we get there. Agricultural Museum. I'll get it right sooner or later. Here it is!
Whoa. This about took me out.
Yeah, well, you were walking into my hand.
God. So we're at the, hang on, what is it, Lake Gilles? Your fingers are on it. Oh, morning.